Alright, so this is a little bit of a continuation of our tensile specimen. I've identified the top and bottom node of my gauge section where I want it to be. If we go into tools and numbers, we're going to display some particular nodes by ID. If I move my mouse, that kind of goes away. And 576 should be on the top. And 510 should be on the bottom of that gauge section. So those are the ones that I'm going to use as basically my contact points for my extensometer. We want to keep those in mind for later so that we can calculate the change in length between those 2 points, the relative distance that those 2 points move. Now I also want to have some section on here where I'm going to grip the specimen and where I'm going to restrain the specimen. Now, without knowing exactly how I'm going to do this, we may need to come back and change some things up. But for now, maybe we can just apply a displacement to some nodes in this segment here and some restraint, some boundary condition to some nodes down in here. And so this is a little bit less than 2 inches. We can get a distance on that. So in the Y direction, that's 42.4 millimeters. It's about 1.7 inches. And when we put this in a testing machine, we'd probably grip maybe 1.5 inches. So let's try the distance again. See if we can get about 1.5 inches, maybe about there. So let's see what 1.5 inches translates into to millimeters. That's 38.1 millimeters. So there I am with 36. It's probably as close as we're going to be able to get it. In the Y direction, 36. Oops. There's 38.16. So, we'd probably leave at least this much out of the grip, maybe even a little bit less. But right around where that blue node for my distance is at, it's probably about the right location for us. So that's 2 elements down. Let's make it 3 elements down. We'll just leave a little extra out of the grip because I want to make a point about what happens when we use a non-uniform gauge length. So I'm going to create a node set of these nodes all on this line right here. So tools, create sets, and there's a node set, and we're going to call this bottom grip. And let's see, tools. Should be sets in here somewhere. Alright, I think I see where I need to go. If I go back up here to the top, tools, edit, sets. I don't see any name here. So we're going to change this to nodes. Call that bottom grip. And we're going to select nodes by a window. So I said about 3 nodes, 3 elements down. Okay, so we got that node set. We'll get up in here and we'll go tools, edit, sets, top grip, node nodes by window, and same 3 elements down, and I think I've got all of those on that plane. Alright, now when we go to export this, call it specimen 2, we'll export the displayed elements. If we open it up, and we search for inset, this ought to be in here now. For some reason my bottom grip didn't take, but my top grip did. Right. So we'll get in here, let's reselect Tools, Edit, Sets, Nodes by Window. We'll create that. I might hit return instead. Alright, so we'll save it one more time. And there it is. Okay, so we can get rid of this if we want. Alright, so that's how we're going to define our node sets to apply our displacements and our boundary conditions to when we import this into Abacus.